Hey Tyler, how's it going? We'll get going here. Fine, Ash, we'll get you on. Chris?
Hello.
How's it going?
Good. How are
Hey friend.
you?
Good, good. Annette, how's it going? Let me get we had trouble last time with Chris. Says Chris is up.
Yeah, I saw him.
Let's try that. Sir Louis should be popping in if that worked. We'll get him. John, how's it going? Hunter,
What's up, man and
how you
lady?
doing?
Hello.
Thanks for having
How
me.
you been?
Well, good, man. Good, good. How have you been?
Good, good.
So who's our sexy host here filling in for my other favorite redheaded, beautiful woman?
I am Ash Red.
Ooh, good name. I see why.
Thank you. So it's nice to
Very
meet
cool. Nice to meet you.
Trying to get Chris on here. Remember and
Doc,
ask
I've never
him how's it
seen you
going?
without your sunglasses on. I wouldn't recognize you if I ran into you in a store. Is
Right?
that
I
on
know.
purpose?
No, it just I got a curtain up next to me because the sun is setting, so it's I need them, but I don't
Dark.
need them. Like right in
It,
between.
it's kind of like when I do my, whatever, when I have sunglasses on, I can't read shit, you know?
Yep. All right, I'm trying. I think that got him. Drunken Corner, how's it going, Captain? Manny, how's it going? I let him in again.
He's having issues because he's Canadian.
Yep. Chris, try it again. Uh, send a request.
Come on, Chris. I got my pants off waiting for you, man. You're killing the vibe.
Oh man. Have you been? I heard you were looking up some trivia questions.
Not me, I hope. I'm not doing anything.
All
I'm here to be
right,
interrogated.
we got you. Once we get Chris on here, get the whole crew, hopefully. All right, one more time, Chris. Here we go. See if that does it.
Third time's a charm. Fourth. Look, it
Dang it.
worked.
Look at this guy.
Hey.
What's up, Chris?
What's up? Well,
I could have went to the moon and back, and as long as it took to get you on this fucking live, bro. Holy shit.
Trudeau
Right?
doesn't like me.
Yeah, we're already
Unbelievable.
on the cigar. We're already on like the 12th drink. We're slurring our words. Like, what the fuck?
Well, I saw Hunter and his wife beat earlier today, so I wouldn't be surprised.
Mm-hmm.
How was the
So Hunter,
How was the auction?
It was great, man. You know what was funny? Was we had a lot of problems, like we always do with Instagram. I don't know how these girls, these models or whatever, get these lives with like thousands of naked guys, beating off in there. And we get like 50 people in there, and the whole fucking app crashes. I'm like, what? What are we doing here? It's a multi-billion-dollar company. We can't fix this shit. Holy fuck! But it was good.
Peter.
Thanks, Chris. Yeah, we sold a lot of cigars.
Did Timmy clean
What do you
you out
got?
again?
Wow, this is
what,
great. Fuck.
what do you got for sale tonight?
So I figured, I don't know, I think most of your viewers hopefully know who I am. Not that I'm some fucking great guy, but I spend a lot of time on Instagram. So I did something special, which anybody can buy. I mean, whether they're new to Sir Louis cigars or not, these are all store exclusives, right? So we've got Louis Pink Pencil. We've got this Street Meat cigar that was from, I think, the month of May. These are private ones I brought back from the factory. Long story, doesn't matter. It's just a Street Meat, a really good one that I'm smoking too. Cocaine, OG Cocaine, so that's the San Andreas. And then this is the Red Rocket that we made at KBF, Kellner Boutique Factory. That's batch number 2, Red Rocket. So these are all, I think I did this, I told Matt to put it on the website, $33. So I gave everybody a good deal because that's what I like to do. And
Nice.
so it's a great fucking deal. It's a great way to try some cigars that I put my name on. and that we have fun with. I mean, I have fun, stupid names, and you know, we do kind of off-color stuff because that's just who I am. But you know, it doesn't mean that they're silly cigars. I mean, these are serious cigars. I've been a cigar lover, enthusiast for 26, 7 years, whatever the fuck it is now. And, you know, I don't do this to make money. I do this because I love this shit. And that's the difference between, I think that's why my little shop has had the success it has, is because I come at it really from a cigar lover. I'm not here to, like, try to make money, and I'm doing it in the cigar business. No offense to those guys, but they just don't do a good job. You know, I'm here because I love cigars. And you guys put up with my bullshit. So, so anyway, that's a little sampler people can buy. $33. You can, if you know how to transact, you can go on the website. It's on there, sirluiscigars.com. You can just DM sirluiscigars.matt. Don't DM me unless you're nude and female. So Matt takes the rest of those, fields those calls. And then always on the website, you have these available. This is our Red Rocket 5-packs. I think these are $65. And then you've got the Pink Pencil 5-pack Lanceros. These are $45. And then $50 on Cocaine. So this is kind of stuff near and dear to me. We can talk more about, I'd like to talk about street meat more at some point if you guys give a shit, just to tell people a little bit more about what it is. You know me, I'm QVC of cigars, so you guys are here, you're going to be getting sold some fucking cigars, man. I'm sorry, but that's my job.
Nice.
Timmy wants his shirt back.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so I have been seeing the street meat all over the place.
Yeah.
Why don't you go right into that?
All right, cool, man. So street meat, I'm actually smoking this. This was from, I think, May or something. So every month I put together 5 different cigars that I personally I go to the Dominican Republic about every 5 weeks. And thankfully, I don't know how I created this. I've just made a lot of good friends in the industry, and I have access to some incredible fucking factories down there. And I've made friends with a lot of these people. And they're just great people, man, you know, and they make great cigars. So I think we're in like 8 or 9 different factories. I can't disclose factories because some factories don't want me to disclose. Some don't give a shit, so I have to blanket statement it. It's not that I'm not telling you because I would be like ashamed. It's quite the opposite. I hand select these cigars out of the aging rooms, and every month they get 5 different cigars. So this is the month of June. We sold out of July like in a day. I have some left over from June, not a lot. But so they come in a 5-pack like this. That's the street meat logo. Actually, I have it on my awful shirt as well. And so every month, 5 different cigars, always $39. And these are amazing fucking cigars. They're not bundle cigars I'm throwing a label on or some bullshit like that. I'm an enthusiast. It's not about the money. This is my payback if I'm Room 101 or some other brands. The Umbagog from Steve Saka. I give my customers 5 insanely delicious cigars for $39. Every month is different. And I do it because I'm there. It's fun. And I just want to, I don't know, give back. And that sounds weird, but like I want to make good cigars that aren't fucking $15. Okay, that's what I'm trying to do.
Nice.
And I like to have fun with it. And it's also on purpose that it has a cheap band. So these bands cost me 1.5 cents. It's just a piece of white paper, black ink, says street meat. And that's on purpose because my big thing is I didn't want a naked cigar. I could have done farm roll, but I hate farm roll because when you put it in your humidor, you're like, what the fuck is this? A month later.
Exactly.
So I wanted people to at least know, okay, this is street meat. This isn't some fucking farm roll crap. And then what we do every month is we put a little sticker on the back of the cellophane that's color coded to the pack. So like, you know, this month was pink, so you get a pink sticker. They're not available for sale usually on the website. You can only buy them in the 5-packs. A couple cigars I will buy more of, and they will be available sometimes online. Like right now, I think we might have like 2, 3, 4. I don't know. I never go on the website. Why would I go there? I don't buy cigars. But yeah, you can buy some of them. But the idea is you're only going to get most of these in the packs. So the idea to keep the packaging cheap is on purpose. It's a lot of people in the cigar community like to say, I don't smoke the bands. Everybody's a fucking expert. Everybody's a cigar blender. Everybody likes to say that they're such a genius at cigars. Great. I put people's money where their mouth is. I purposely put a piece of shit band on this cigar because A, I didn't want to raise the price of the pack. I wanted to keep the pack $39, so I didn't want to spend, 50 cents on a band that's fancy. And B was, you know, if you're going to buy this cigar and smoke this, it's all about the cigar. It's not about packaging. It's not about the band. And I found, we had this conversation earlier today, all my customers that love street meat are actually the customers that, like, I would ask in a cigar store if I was there as a consumer, hey, man, you have this cigar. Is this any good? Would I like it? Like, people like I trust their opinions. And look, it's not that other people don't know what the fuck they're doing in cigars. They might not be smoking a long time. They might not be able to develop a palate. It's not everybody's thing. I mean, some people smoke cigars just because they like sucking on things in their mouth. I think there's a lot of these guys. And I think a lot of them also like to put a cigar in their mouth because they look cool. I mean, that's why I started smoking cigars. I wanted to look cool. 27 years later, that still doesn't work.
Big ring gauges. You like
yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, the whole point of this was for people that really know and love unique blends. Not that I'm God's gift of picking the best cigars, but I think I'm above average at it. Okay, let me put it that way. So anyway, that's street meat in a nutshell. We do have, I broke down and bought 50,000 gold and black bands. So I spent 2 cents. I figured I could afford to lose half a cent on each cigar. I still kept the price $39. I was going to do $39 and 2.5 cents, but I figured I could probably afford to go without the 2.5 cents. So they will start getting black and gold embossed proper bands because I have a lot of fucking people that are like, I hate the band. And I'm like, oh, okay, shut up. So you're going to get a black and gold band. Still going to look the same. Yeah, something kind of like that. But it's the same as this, just better paper, gold foil embossed, whatever, a proper band. So those will start, the factories now are putting them on current street meats that you guys probably won't see for 2 or 3 months because I have inventory of all this stuff. So anyway, that's street meat. I love it, man. I hope more people jump on the bandwagon with it. I know it's happening organically. We grow every month, and I don't care. It's not a money center for me. I don't make a ton of money off this at $39 a pack. So, you know, I don't really, that's not the purpose, you know? It's really, the other thing I like about street meat is it's always 5 different blends, 5 different vitolas every month. So, like, one of my big things I tell consumers as a retailer, one of the things I believe consumers should do, or cigar enthusiasts, I use a fancier word or whatever, is they should have a breadth in their humidor of like different vitolas, different blends, different price points. And because I don't know about everybody else, but when I go for a cigar, not every cigar moment for me is identical. You know what I mean? Like, I might not be in the mood for this type of cigar right now. I might be in the mood for this. I might not have 2 hours. I might have 20 minutes. I might not want to spend $50. It's just a fucking cigar and a drink, you know? And then there's days that I want to spend $50. It's a special day, you know, whatever. My kid, you know, got straight A's or whatever. So I think in a perfect world, what I would like to do for my customers is create basically a humidor that they kind of curate their own way, but they should have different sizes, blends, price points, and obviously different brands. Try everything, man. I mean, that to me, I'm the happiest I've been in my cigar journey since I started Sir Louis Cigars a few years ago because I smoke different stuff every day, and it's actually the most enjoyable for me. But I'm not everybody. Some people like basic; they eat the same fucking thing every day. But for me, I like to switch it up, man. I like to spice of life. So anyway,
Real quick before we go any further. A lot of people on here don't know how you got started in cigars. Maybe you can just, the first time you smoked, then you got really into the idea of a cigar business, and the last time we talked to you, we had you on the show. The next day, I think your site was supposed to be up and running. That was the last time we had talked to you.
Yeah. So I started officially, so number one, I just was a cigar consumer. I knew nobody in the cigar industry. I had no retail store that was a friend or hung out with, you know, a particular shop. I had no industry knowledge. Now, I'm a businessman. I studied business. I own construction and real estate business. I did for 25 years. That's how I afford the Rolls Royce and all my other luxury items in my life, okay? But it's not from the cigar business. And I was ready to, I'm a young guy, but I've been fortunate. I made good investments, whatever. So I was like 40. How old would I have been? I think I was 42. And I was like, you know, I think I'm going to retire. I work a lot, and I would work 7 days a week my entire adult life. And, you know, I'm a very hyperactive person, obviously, you can see. And I'm very, like, time is my enemy. You know what I mean? Like I envy people that let time just go by and they let shit sit. Like for me, like I have to get shit done because I don't know about you guys, but this is a fucking timed race. So
it is.
And I have ambition, right? So I've had ambition since I was a little kid. And so the cigar thing is, I own my building here where Sir Louis Cigars is, and I had a tenant that rented down here, and it was just a little internet company, and he was here for 5 or 6 years, got divorced, and was sitting empty after he left. I didn't need the money. I didn't want to rent it to a fucking asshole, so I let it sit, but I was like, I got to do something with this space. So long story short, I built myself a man cave down here at my office building for me and my buddies to play poker, smoke cigars, talk about girls, say a lot of the fuck word and everything else, and just be men, you know what I mean? Because I'm like old school kind of guy, you know. I don't apologize for being a man. So, yeah. So, you know, we're just cut from a different cloth. We're kind of dinosaurs maybe. But so I built this for myself, right? And then I have a group of buddies that smoke cigars, and they were like, you know, man, you should sell cigars in here. And I have a brewery right next door. I could, you know, hit it with a rock. So I said, yeah, maybe I should buy some cigars. It can't be that fucking hard. So I got the licenses, which was relatively, somewhat painful, but not terrible. I'm in Massachusetts, so basically communism light is what we're kind of pushing around here. And so I get the licenses. I'm like, well, how do I buy cigars now? I have a license. I can sell cigars. Cool. And, you know, clearly I can sell, you know, ice to an Eskimo or all these other fucking things people say about me. So I'm not concerned about being able to sell something, but how do I get cigars? So I just Googled it. I found some distributors, some wholesalers. I bought some brands that I knew. I found some other weird shit. Somebody said, you should get on Instagram. You know, you're always making everybody laugh. You're crazy. And, you know, you can sell everything. You should maybe there's something. I'm like, social media. I never even had Facebook, right? Like 4 years ago, I had zero interest in social media because I'm like, it's just a time suck, you know? Like, I'm not going to do something that, you know, is a waste of time. So, because time is my enemy, right? So I got on fucking Instagram. I was like, wow, this is some cool shit. No wonder these guys are all billionaires and inventing this nonsense. So I got on Instagram, and then I started finding more boutiques, brands. Like, I started finding these different cigars, and I was like, what the fuck is this, man? I never saw this. This looks cool. So then I'd reach out to these brand owners, and I'd be like, hey, man, I have a little shop, and your shit looks interesting. Could you send me some samples and see if I like them? Can I buy them? Yeah, no problem. So I did that very rapidly at a massive pace, and I started trying stuff, buying the stuff that I thought was the best or the stuff that was the most unique, and then we started building a unique inventory. I stopped buying wholesale. I just started buying all direct from all the brands I thought were the best. I had no blueprint on how to do this. I don't know anything about selling cigars, absolutely nothing. So that's how it started. And then, of course, COVID happened, and it was the best thing that could have ever happened to me or anybody that was on social media trying to sell cigars, booze, weed. I don't know what else people were doing, fucking, but I guess you can't sell that in this country. But so I guess there's OnlyFans. I guess the girls are selling the dream.
Yeah, it's like, oh,
Yeah, so,
and no, I don't have one, so don't ask. Hunter does.
Yeah, you should. I don't know why you don't. I mean, God, I mean, if I knew there was like millions of men that would pay to see me, you know, nude, I would sign up tomorrow. Fucking A, man. But anyway, that's a whole other topic. So so anyway, there's like a snowball going down a mountain, and we just wash, rinse, repeat, wash, rinse, repeat. And then, you know, I started just transacting through DMs. You know, it was me, and I had a secretary still for a little while for my construction business that I ended up letting go at COVID because everything had to be closed here. And so she would help me with some packaging. I would do packaging, whatever. It was all through Venmo, Cash App, PayPal. I didn't have a credit card machine. I didn't have a website. You know, it was really like way too fast. But, you know, my only gift that God gave me is that I don't quit. So, like, if it requires 24 hours of work to get this done, we're going to get it done in 24 hours, and we're not going to stop. So I got it all done. I always say that there's nobody in the cigar industry that's ever sold as many cigars as I have through DMs on Instagram, and I can probably make that a trophy because you can find somebody else. I'll compare fucking, you know, bank accounts or whatever. So so that's how we started. We did that for a few years, got a website finally after so long, and, you know, it's adequate. We got 750 different cigars-ish samplers that we do every day on Instagram. Yeah, so that's kind of where I'm at. And then I got introduced to some people, you know, down in the DR, and I've been to Costa Rica and making cigars in all these factories. I, you know, made some friends with some brand owners that I clicked with. And you know, I'm somebody again that, you know, time is my enemy. So I want to learn everything I can learn about the cigar industry. I want to learn how to make it better for my customers. At the end of the day, my job is to find the best cigars for the best prices for my customers. And, you know, so I didn't know anything about the factory end of it. I didn't know anything about really tobacco processing. You know, I mean, boxes and bands, we can kind of all imagine how that works. But, you know, tobacco and making cigars, I ended up getting, you know, a PhD from quite a few of the most impressive people in the cigar industry, and I'm still educating myself. I hardly know anything, but I've learned a lot, you know. And so, and then the opportunities, you know, I'm friends with all these factory owners, and it's like, well, I might as well make my own fucking cigar. So, so that's kind of where we're at today, and we're just keep growing and doing more fun things. I've always got new fun cigars coming out. We got some serious stuff coming out too soon, which I think we need for the people that aren't as colorful as me, I guess, and don't, you know, they don't laugh as much in life. So we'll have great cigars for those people that'll be more boring. So, you know, whatever. But there'll be great cigars, just boring packaging. No dicks and no weird stuff.
So what's the most fun or the weirdest cigar that you named that you've done?
God, I don't know. I mean, I don't think they're that weird, right? But I mean, Louis Red Rocket, a lot of people don't know. I mean, you know, if you're not as vulgar as I am, I mean, Louis Red Rocket references his penis, you know, a dog's red rocket. So a lot of people just think, oh, it's this cute little French bulldog on a rocket, which it is. But so a lot of my stuff is like double entendres type of things. Street Meat is really named after, you know, if you want to look at the PC part of it, it's the street meat that we all eat when we go to strange cities and strange countries. We don't know what it is, but we eat it and it tastes good. And that's kind of the idea behind street meat, is that you don't know what the blend is. I don't tell you, not because I don't know or I'm ashamed of it, but my point is, why the fuck do you need to know what the blend is? Are you a manufacturer? Are you a blender? Just smoke this fucking cigar. You either like it or you don't like it. So that's kind of what street meat comes from, but it also comes from, you know, street meat is a kind of word or a slang for like hookers, you know? So I kind of have fun with that. And so all my shit has some type of double entendre things that are, you know, not for everybody's cup of tea, but I don't have to sell cigars to everybody. I want to sell cigars to people that, you know, like the way I do what I do. And I don't want to just be another retailer sitting behind a counter reading a newspaper, letting you pick your cigars out. I want to, you know, I want to disrupt this thing a little bit and have fun doing it and educate my customers and educate myself. And so everything, I mean, there's a lot of weird ones. We got a lot of them on the, I have one coming out called the Pussy Magnet, which is really good. I'll show you guys this. We haven't posted this yet, so you guys will be the first to get a sneak peek at this. But so the Pussy Magnet is pretty cool. So this will be the outer packaging. You know, it's Louis in one of these industrial magnets getting a cat out of like a, you know, like a trash heap or something, you know, like a recycling place. And so the Pussy Magnet is just, you know, again, it's just double entendre, you know, because we can't say pussy, God forbid. So that's, I don't even know what that's going to be, but this is a new cigar idea I've had that all the bands and everything's in production. We have another one coming out very soon. Awesome cigar. I can't wait for you guys to smoke it. Called Ludwinski. So I made this cigar with Lost and Found years ago, unbanded product. It was just something that Robert had sold me that we put the sticker on. So if anyone, I don't know if I can find it quickly, probably not. But Ludwinski references, you know, the whole Bill Clinton, Monica Lewinsky thing. I'll date myself here. I'm an old man. If you can't tell with the gray hair and my beard. But, you know, Monica Lewinsky, Bill Clinton, everybody knows, you know, she blew the president. It was a big deal. I always thought it was so ridiculous. Like, who gives a shit? But it was a big deal. And then, of course, Bill Clinton was a cigar smoker and allegedly put a cigar in Monica Lewinsky's vagina. So, you know, to me, that's cigar lore that not everybody knows, and maybe that's a good thing. But for me, I wanted to make the cigar. It's called Ludwinski. It's my two French bulldogs in the Oval Office. Louis behind the chair, and Blucci, my girl Frenchie. She's in the blue dress, you know, with the stain and the whole thing. So, so that's pretty like crude as well. But you know, we're just having fun, man. You know, everybody else do the boring, serious stuff.
That's awesome. Chris, you got a question?
On a serious note, I know everybody's wondering, how are the LCA sales?
I knew we'd get into this. So LCA for me, was really, really popular like it was for, I think, a lot of retailers when it came out. You know, I try not to get too involved because I try to be Switzerland and everything. But I'd happily give you my opinion on as much Pravada stuff as you want. LCA doesn't, I don't buy a lot of it anymore. It doesn't sell as well as it used to. But, you know, that's not necessarily all related to Instagram. I have brands that ebb and flow in this shop, and once customers don't buy them, I buy less. You know, my job as I call myself the captain of the ship here, you know, is to bring the cigars in that you guys buy. It's not what the fuck I like. I mean, it starts with what I like, and then you guys either tell me we agree with you or we disagree with you, and then I steer that ship the way you guys want me to. So LCA for me is very small in the shop. We still carry some, you know, man, I've never had anything that I know of that was a negative experience with Pravada. To me, I've had other people, you know, tell me stories and stuff, but I've met Brian one time in a factory in Costa Rica, and I told him point blank, I said, bro, man, you should be so proud of what you created with Pravada. Nobody's ever done anything like that, and you know, and I think everybody who wants to talk about Pravada and wants to talk about the cigar industry has got to give the guy his dues for creating that company. Now, did he do some silly, stupid things? Yes, he did, in my opinion. Now, and I told him that, you know, face to face. I said, bro, I wish you would, you know, just chill on this bullshit stuff. Just keep doing what you do, you know, for his sake, you know. I'm a businessman. I know how hard it is to be successful at business, and it's, you know, to see something, you know, not grow the way it should kind of irritates me as a businessman. But what, you know, he does with his business is up to him. So, yeah, I love a lot of the concepts. I think nobody's ever done anything like what he's done. He does a lot of incredible, unique stuff. He also does a lot of controversial stuff in a different way than I do. Yeah, I don't know, man. Look, my thing with the whole cigar industry is, and the reason I don't try to pick on this fucking brand and this fucking guy and this, is because we're such a tiny group anyway. Like, we're like 1/1,000,000th of 1% of the world population that actually know cigars are fucking awesome. And the other 99.99999% of the world think we're fucking weirdos, which they're right. And they also would like to take it away from us, which I don't think they're right about. So I don't like the inner fighting, man. Like, I just don't think there's anything good comes from it. But I also think it's okay to hold people accountable like Doc does and like you guys do with this show. And so I got no problem with that. But at the same point, man, you know, I'm not a perfect human being, so I can't cast any stone on anybody. Personally, it's kind of the way I always felt about things in life. So in my opinion, you know, I wish people could all just fucking get along. And but, you know, you got to let somebody, you know, it's got to go both ways. You know, you can't keep doing stupid shit and doing, you know, things that are offending people and then expecting different results, right? So, yeah. So I don't know, man. I think it's fine. I think I like that everybody's discussing it, but at the same point, I'm the type of person that I feel like I give everybody the option of redemption because I'm not perfect, right? And people that can think they're perfect and, you know, like off with their heads, you know? You know, I don't like that because we all make mistakes, and I really believe in forgiving people because human beings are really dumb. I mean, we're really stupid, and we've got a lot of afflictions, and, you know, we got egos and all this nonsense, which makes people do dumb things. So, I don't know, man. That's my take on all that. I'm happy to elaborate however anybody wants me to, but, you know, but I don't think we should single out, you know, anybody in the cigar industry any more than it needs to be. But at the same point, I don't think people should get a free pass either. You know, I think it's okay to hold everybody accountable when they do stupid shit, you know, just like we do as parents. You know, your kids fuck up and you're like, you know, you fucked up. I gotta, you know, there's a consequence to this. Yeah. You know, you can't let it go unchecked. So I'm happy with it. I think it's okay.
Yeah. Question from Stogies from Servicemen. What won't you do to sell a cigar?
Ooh.
Good question.
I don't know. That's a great question. Well, you know what I'll do, because I'll take his funny question and I'll turn it into a serious answer. I'll tell you one thing I'll never do. I'll never snake oil salesman anything in the cigar industry. I have what's the word I'm looking for? Like, I have values, and I already have money, so I don't need to sell my soul and my, my reputation, I guess, which I hate that word, but like, I would never sell my soul to sell a cigar, meaning like I wouldn't sell something that I didn't truly believe in. And, I think that's why my shop has the success it has, is because people always say I'm authentic and there's no bullshit with it. And the people that get that, those are really some of my happiest and biggest customers. And then there's people on the periphery that I'm probably just too much to take in. And they're like, I don't know, this guy seems like a used car salesman. I don't know, he's just not my cup of tea. And that's okay. Hopefully they come around. Maybe they do, maybe they don't. But the people that know me know it comes from an authentic place where, I'm never going to, even if I created the most impressive brand and retail thing in the world, I would never dilute that on my customers, because I'm really doing this because for me as a consumer, I always hated going to cigar shops that didn't take care of their cigars. They didn't know anything about the cigars they sold, and the customer service was like zero. So for me, like I feel like if you're going to be in business and ask to take people's money, you better do the best fucking human job you can to your abilities. Otherwise, get out of the way and let the good people, do that business, because there's a lot of people in business that really shouldn't be in it. And that's not just the cigar industry, it's every industry. And, eventually, hopefully, if you believe in capitalism, they all fail and they go away, but there's always, 2 or 3 idiots, opening up shop tomorrow doing the same thing. So for me, like, I have no interest in doing this unless I'm doing it the right way, man. So that's an honest fucking answer to a question that actually.
Great answer.
Yeah, man, the business grows, and it will grow organically, because if you do the right thing and you take care of your customers and you're not a scumbag, it just works, man, in the end. I don't know why most people don't understand. That's how real success is done. It's not done through tricking people and short-term goals and, all this mentality. Like, I'm a rich man, but, like, it took me 25 years, maybe 15, and then the last 10 have just been gravy. But, it takes fucking time, and you got to have integrity was the word I was looking for. You got to have true integrity. And then it just takes time, unfortunately. And you got to do your fucking job too, So I don't know. That's the only way I look at the cigar business for me. There's plenty of people that are out there pulling the hood over people's eyes and trying to gouge people and fuck people. And I talk about this. I mean, I don't point names because I don't believe in that. But I talk about this all the time, that, brand owners charge way too much money, a lot of them, for cigars. There's some brands that can justify it, in my opinion, and there's a lot of brands out there that, I know what all these cigars cost to make because I'm in these factories making them too. And, I look at some of these prices and I'm just like, why do you got to be greedy, And at the same point, why are you going to be stupid at business? Do you want to sell, 100,000 cigars at, $20, or do you want to sell like 3 million cigars at, $11? So like, and it's not necessary. So there's certain things about the industry I have an opinion about that I don't agree with. And a lot of it comes from people trying to fuck the consumer at the end of the day, whether they tell them the truth, some fucking exaggerated story that tobacco came from their grandmother's, desk drawer and, whatever. I don't know what the fuck these guys talk about, but
came from
it's good tobacco. It's a good cigar. It's not a good cigar. I mean, it's it. Stop with the bullshit. I mean, fuck. What are we doing?
All right. Hey, real quick, it's a little past 8:30. We throw this out every week. Stogies for Servicemen's on with us. We throw them out every week, guys. He puts packages together and gets them out to our servicemen and women across the world. It's a big deal when you're in the military and you get a package. So please DM him if you guys would just like to make a couple cigar contribution. It helps. If you'd like to make a money contribution, 100% of it goes towards shipping, which is a big
That's cool.
call. Yeah. So super good organization. Me and Chris help out as much as we can with him. He does all the legwork.
Yeah.
He's a hell of a guy. He really is. Also, we started an after show. It is really taken off. After this show, what you can do is DM me, Chris, Finash Red, and we'll send you the Zoom link, right? So just DM, you want to hop on the after show, I'll send you the Zoom link. We all just smoke cigars, tell stories. There's different people normally from the industry that hop on. It's a great time. It really is. So join us after the show. That's
And
it.
we are celebrating 2 birthdays. Reaper, RV Dakin, and the
Good
Scott
dude.
father, Scott Cigar. So happy
Really
birthday,
good
boys.
dude.
Happy
Yes, happy birthday.
Very cool. Happy birthday, guys.
Happy birthday to you. Okay, that's
I
it.
don't sing.
Just make sure, guys, if it's your birthday, make sure you get that birthday BJ. Don't let her off. Got to do it.
And in 5 minutes, there'll be a surprise for Hunter. I'll be
Oh,
dropping off
I
the
love
show,
surprises.
and somebody's coming on just for Hunter.
Midget
Oh my
stripper.
God, I'm so
Midget,
fucking
I'm
excited
thinking
right now.
midget strippers.
Now, if you make these again this year, let me flip my camera around here so everybody can read this.
Yeah, we didn't. A lot of people don't realize you got this, but this
Yeah.
was last year. We did a show with Hunter, and we gave him the craziest show award. We had a hell of a
Never,
time with
you know
him.
what, man? It's never the handsomest, the smartest, the one I'd like to fuck the most. It's always the craziest, the dumbest. I don't know, but thank you, man. I love it. I love it. So if this award happens again and I don't get it, I'm gonna come for you. And I'm gonna take Pravada cigars and shove them up your ass until you die of nicotine poisoning.
Damn.
So that's my sales pitch. So hopefully I get it again. I don't know.
What are you drinking tonight, Hunter? You were drinking some high dollar stuff last time. You're supposed to save
you know,
for the
man,
boys. I think you got into it.
I don't, you know, right tonight I had some weed seltzers. I had a couple these THC seltzers. So I'm high as a kite on weed right now, and I don't really want to drink anything other than water.
Oh.
And I got a little vape pen. That, you know, I'm in Massachusetts, and what they want in this state is they want everybody to be a pothead, so that like they can like do all these things, and they're like, hey man, they're taking all of our money too, cool. Like, so that's the whole thing here. But so weed is legal in Massachusetts, and everybody is always offering to give me weed and whatever. So I'm not a big pothead, but I do enjoy it a little bit.
Yeah.
So,
I think a lot of cigar smokers do, to be honest with you. We hop on the hearse and nothing's recorded, and you see a lot of people relax. And there's actually quite a few cigar smokers that do get into that because it's kind of like cigars, right? I mean, there's 1,000 different strains or hybrids out there. It's kind of the same game.
You know, my thing with weed is, I'd love to tell you it's like cigars for me, like, but it's all about the high. I mean, I could care less about, you know, all this bullshit and, you know, Rainbow Road and, man, dude, you getting those Fruity Pebbles and it's fucking weed, dude. I just want to get high. I don't care about all your bullshit, you know. So, I don't know, maybe in 20 years when I have a cannabis business and we're sitting here talking about Sir Louis cannabis,
well, that's
I can tell you about all the different flavor notes. But for now, it's just the high, dude. Come on, stop.
Anything in the future? Maybe infused cigars, or are you just maybe investing into the industry
so
separately?
you know, man, in Massachusetts we were the first state to ban flavored tobacco a couple years ago. So I can't even have fucking anything flavored in my shop. Like it's so lame. I can't even have pipe tobacco. It's like, holy fuck. But you can drive down the street and buy as much fucking weed as you want. You know, but God forbid, don't have a Blondie or a fucking Cuba. You know, that's out of control. We're asking for too much now. So, no, I don't have anything. I mean, look, man, I always say this about flavored cigars. I know a lot of people, and I consider myself, I guess, kind of a cigar nerd. Like, I really like cigars, and I enjoy the flavor, and I enjoy kind of picking the flavors out and all this stuff. But, you know, man, a lot of people shit on flavored cigars, but, and I've smoked plenty of flavored cigars, you know, here and there. When I would golf, I'd smoke some of these things. They're not cigars. I mean, let's be honest. They're like, it's like incense or something. But at the same point, if somebody enjoys that, who the fuck am I to say, dude, man, you're a loser? Or like, you know, if you like fucking Cubas or all these chocolate whatever things, you smoke them, dude. And I wish I could sell them to you, but I can't. So, but I don't have a problem with it. I mean, yeah, do I hope that these people could like graduate, if I want to be an arrogant prick, to like normal cigars or non-infused? Yeah, I guess so, but so what, man? Like, you know, there's guys out there that like to get fucked in the ass, but I'm not willing to switch sides. So, you know, if they just like getting fucked in the ass, who am I to tell them to stop? I mean, you know.
So you can't.
Yeah.
You can't sell.
I don't know.
Tobacco.
No,
I don't know that.
Can't sell pipe tobacco.
Because of flavor.
Can't have like. I mean, I don't sell cigarettes. I'm just a cigar shop. I don't sell vape, weed. I don't sell anything but just fucking cigars here. But people can't buy Newports, so anything with like menthol is banned. Chewing tobacco banned. Like, you know, all this stuff out. They banned it. But so anyway, yeah, I mean, flavored tobacco, I don't have a problem with it. I think it's fine.
I'm not
it's a
big on
huge
it
part of the
myself.
industry. So, you know, it's not my thing personally, but I also wouldn't be offended. Like if someone gave me some new infused cigar that they're like, dude, everybody's jerking off. You got to try this. Like, I'd fucking try it, you know? And that's fine. Like those Deadwoods, I used to sell those Deadwoods that I think Drew Estate owns that, right? And yeah, and you know, those Deadwoods were fucking awesome, man. Like that's a fucking really premium, like, infused stick. And so anyway, you know, I don't know. I guess it's like anything. I've smoked some flavored cigars that are disgusting. I've smoked some that are palatable. But, you know, is it this? No, it's apples and oranges, man. I mean, it's just not. But, you know, I would welcome into the cigar community. Welcome. I mean, I'm not going to, like, fucking ostracize these people, you know. But plenty of people do. You know, they're like, oh, you know, whatever. And, you know, you can convert them or you don't convert them. Who gives a shit, you know?
There you go.
So I do have a question for you. What animal has the largest penis?
Ooh.
Can I guess?
Yeah, it's open.
Yeah.
A whale.
Which whale?
That's kind of what I was thinking, just because it's the biggest, right?
I was thinking elephant, you know, first, and I'm like, wait a
Elephant
minute.
is what everybody wants to say, but
Big ass whale
Yeah.
must be like.
I guess
a,
it's
you know,
got to be a
whale.
whale, man. I'm with the
So
doc.
how big
Yeah.
do you think it is?
A whale dick?
Yeah.
Well, it depends on the whale. I mean, which whale are we talking about? Like a blue whale?
Blue whale has
Huh?
the biggest.
All right, what's the... I'm going to say it's like 10 feet.
Yeah, 8 to 10 feet.
Wow.
A
There you go.
foot in diameter, and their balls weigh up to 10 pounds each.
Jesus.
They got balls. That's
Have
crazy.
you ever weighed... Now, this might be too forward since we just met, but have you ever weighed one of your boobs? Because I'm thinking that might be 10 pounds. We could do this on a Sir Louis Cigar Live. How
I don't
big
think
of
that's
boobs
going
do
to
you have?
happen.
Those are massive. I'm sorry, but, you know, I'm admiring. I can do that,
boy.
right? Or no? Is that allowed? Doc, it's your show.
Hey, we're not censored, and Red can definitely dish it out, so I'm just going to let you know.
Yeah. I'm going to say none of your fucking business, but more.
That's the right answer. I guess that's right at the end of the day. That's true.
All right.
Well, I don't know. I think they're bigger than whale balls if we're going to take bets, but I guess that's in the after show, right, Doc?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I love
Whatever
it.
happens on
Thanks
the
for not
after
getting
show
too
stage.
offended. Hopefully I didn't offend you too bad.
No.
I'm a big girl.
Oh.
I've been smoking for 26 years, so I can take care of myself.
All right.
Nice. Chris, you got a
I love it.
question?
I actually, along the same lines there, how long is an erect gorilla penis?
How long is a gorilla's penis?
Erect.
Erect. I'm going to say like 16 inches. Bigger? Can't be bigger than that.
They're like men. Gorillas are like men. Okay.
Yeah, but they're bigger. I mean, I'm hoping these things are 400 pounds.
That's not
2 feet?
not nice.
2 inches.
A 2-inch! I got a bigger penis than a gorilla. What do you think of that? Oh my God, you made my whole night, Chris.
Yep.
I can
Right.
go home and tell my wife I got a bigger penis than a gorilla.
Exactly.
Wow.
Any guy can now go out and just tell them
Not any
what's
guy.
bigger than a gorilla. Almost.
Not in yet.
Jesus. Those guys must have good maneuvering, good Kama Sutra or something with a 2-inch penis. Thank God.
Well, Hunter,
Amazing.
I'm going to thank you for coming on, and I'm going to jump off so
All right, bro. Thank you, Chris.
Prize can come on.
Is this the
Oh, I
midget
can't
stripper you got lined
Yeah.
up? All right, let me see if I can
It's
find her.
midget jailbird.
He does this to me. Let me see if I can find him.
Hey, cigar, whiskey winning. How are you?
Hopefully it's somebody in like a mask or something. Didn't you do like a Pravada guy in a mask once?
We did. Well, he wanted to call us names, and so we were like, well, we're going to bring Brian's alter ego on. So that's what we did.
That's what that was. Yeah, I remember that. Now
Yeah.
I know who this guy is. He's making me my butt plug.
Right?
Thanks, bro. There's the ashtray he made me. Now, it took 17 years, but, man, I covet this.
It is not a
This took a long
fast
time,
process.
man. I don't allow anybody to touch it except me, and it's so soft. I rub it on my ass when nobody's here. I love it, bro.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Thank you, man.
Long time coming.
Damn. So what was that, a butt plug you're making? I don't know about a wood butt plug, man. That's sketchy, dude. I better trust your sanding
Actually, this is
abilities a lot.
it's gonna be it's a special order tool for working leather, and
Oh.
it's been so fucking hot. I'll do a little bit here or there.
Hunter, you will
Yes?
like this.
Huh?
Ern, what is the strangest order you've gotten so far?
The strangest order I've gotten so far is a shot glass with a butt plug on the bottom of it.
Jesus Christ. This guy's serious.
Oh,
It came out
I don't
nice.
even want to repeat. I don't want to repeat the story of how it got used the first time.
I have an idea. I have a really demented idea. It's probably the way you use it, too.
Yeah. If you're demented enough, you can figure it out.
Yeah, I'm pretty fucked up, man.
Yeah. Anyways.
Wow. I still can't believe people are putting wood butt plugs in their asshole. This is crazy. I'd be so worried about getting a splinter. Like, I don't even want a splinter in my fingertip, and I obsess about it all day. Can you imagine getting like a splinter in your
And then you
anus?
go.
Jesus.
How the hell would you
Doctor?
handle that?
Going to the doctor. You'd have to go to the doctor to get it out.
How would they even get it out? I mean, what are we doing here?
Well, they just pull things out.
They'll be asking you that. What the
What
hell
the-
were you doing?
Depends on the size of your butthole.
Jesus. Yeah, I guess they're going to have to put one of those termites. Yeah, that's the right answer.
I still
Hey,
can't.
does anybody, some of you
Whales
guys
have
will
balls.
remember that rumor, that like urban legend that Richard Gere used to stick hamsters in his asshole, that fletching stuff? I'll bring you guys back to a nice urban legend. Do you remember that?
Wow.
They said
Yeah,
Richard
that's
Gere
old.
used to, that was like a whole Hollywood thing before they said they all fucked little kids, which, I mean, I don't know, they're probably all true, but they used to put hamsters or something, I think it was hamsters, right? What the fuck is going on with people? Gerbils, that's what it was. Thank you, Mocone.
Cigars, $39.95 and a gerbil.
Hey,
and
if it'll sell the cigars, I'll send you guys live gerbils. I mean, I don't care. I'm not going to judge.
Well,
Nice.
I don't know if I'd commit to live gerbil. Maybe, dead or alive.
I mean, it's got to be alive, dude, if it's going to crawl around and scratch your sphincter and lining. I don't know.
Depends on where you ship it.
Yeah, shipping would be very expensive. Matt's pretty good at shipping, though, so I don't know. Maybe.
I got to ask a question real quick.
Mhm.
How was weekend at Boopy's? I know he's at your
Oh, it was
place.
great, man. He's a great dude, man. Matt and I clicked from day one, from the moment. I don't even remember the first time we talked and how we got connected, but him and I are, we're on the same wavelength in a lot of ways, and it's a pretty strange fucking wavelength. But yeah, I love that guy, man, and I think the feeling's mutual. And we had a great event. We had a nice VIP event where we did a farce Maduro dissection where we had the different little puros of each tobacco, in the farce Maduro, not the wrapper. And then the idea behind it is you smoke. In this case, it was the 3 filler tobaccos because the binder on that was some Indonesian thing, which has like no flavor. It's just as function only, which I never knew this. So anyway, that was at the VIP event. Really, really good. And then, of course, we had a shop event with tons of people here. It was fucking amazing. And yeah, awesome guy, man. He gets it. The guy, I've always said that, for me, Room 101 and Matt Booth, pre-sale, let's say, to STG, was the king of boutique cigars as far as from a marketing and branding standpoint. Like, I'm so impressed by that as a businessman. And it's kind of like, it's like lightning striking, it's fucking, I love seeing it. So, pretty cool shit, man. Yeah, so it was great, man. Thanks for asking. But yeah, he's a good dude. I talk to him pretty much every day. We have a lot of stuff planned together, in a lot of different avenues in this industry. So it's he's a great friend to have, and I couldn't think of like a better person for like a mentor, if you want to call him that, which I guess you could. Yeah. So awesome guy. Love him to death, and just a great human being.
Yeah.
Nice. Very nice. Red, you got a question?
Oh, Matt is very nice, very humble, down to earth, I like it because, he's eccentric, there's not, thinking about when he has Room 101, passing out things at PCA, like urinal cakes, and then, condoms one year, edible underwear. So, I mean, you just never know what is going to come, what marketing is going to come from his mind. So,
Yes.
he pushes the envelope, and so.
Yep.
My favorite.
Go ahead.
My favorite term, watching one of his interviews with Ashley out there in California, he brought up the term axe gash, and I'm like, I'm blown away. This is like I don't know, I think it was an afternoon. I caught it on my break at work kind of thing, and I'm like, what in the hell?
Street
This guy's blurting out axe gash. I'm like, wow, I like this guy a lot. And Ashley's just rolling with it.
You know why everybody loves that guy? Because he is eccentric. That's the right word, and
Eccentric,
he's genuine. Yeah, and the other thing that I love about him, why him and I click so much, is we're both weirdos, different weirdos in a different way. Thank God, because you got to be unique, right? We actually had this conversation. Him and I had breakfast one morning up at my country club, and we stayed there at a beautiful house. I mean, it's a real fancy fucking place, but we had a great time, and we were talking about stuff, and we were like, man, we're so happy that not because I told him, I says, I get a lot of like retailers and a lot of people that try to copy some of the things that I do, and it just comes off as kind of like, not authentic, not really who they are, but they see that I'm succeeding, and they're like, well, he's doing weird, crazy stuff, so I'll do weird, crazy stuff, but like it just doesn't work for them, and it's kind of like painful to see. It's kind of like cringy. And, and him and I were talking about it, and I says, man, why don't these guys and girls just be authentic? Just be who you are, even if you're a nerd or you're boring. Just amp it up and be you. And I think people gravitate towards authenticity, and everybody's unique, right? I mean, and if you can just fucking be who you are and express that, and I think it's a better way to actually sell something, to be totally honest. And I made my whole living selling things, and I never believed in the sales, booklets. If anybody's ever worked in sales, you work at these corporate places, they give you a binder, and they're like, this is how you sell to the customer. You do this. And look, it's effective, but it's robotic. It's robotic. Yeah. And then if you're somebody that's being sold shit all the time, you're like, this fucker's a script reader. He's a piece of shit. This girl, she's the same thing. She don't know how, she's just reading a script. And it's not authentic. And people pick up on this. And, it's the reason I've had success in sales is because I found my own way to sell. And I found out who the fuck I was, and I also learned to be very serious about business, and also try to improve and know my product. Right? I can't sell you something if I don't know it inside and out. Part of the reason I started going to the DR and going to these factories is I wanted to be able to answer as many questions as I can when a customer asks me. And so Matt and I were having this breakfast, and we laughed, and I says, thank God nobody else figured this out. You just have to be yourself, and it seems like the whole world is open to you. Everybody else is so consumed trying to be an actor and be somebody different and all this fucking nonsense. And, so him and I share that. And the other reason him and I gel is because that dude, although he's eccentric and he's crazy and he has some fucking funny, weird shit he says, he's also an incredible businessman. Yeah. And he has an incredible business mind. And those two things generally don't go together. And thankfully, I also have those two things. So I think that's one of the reasons him and I have such a good friendship. I mean, we're different in our weirdness, but we're also both analytical and intelligent business people, so it kind of works, and it's kind of cool, man. And I think I don't think I'm anything special. I say this all the time, like I talk about my success, and I wish everybody to chase all the success that they want, and it's all available to everybody. And it's not anybody smarter than somebody else or somebody's any better than anybody else. It's really the most important trait with success is just grinding every fucking day, every minute, and never giving up. And that's the same if you're an elite athlete, if you're somebody doing any type of thing that involves reaching a goal that's easy. Perseverance and just fucking digging in every day. You got to have that. And I know that's not a trait everybody has, born with. That's something you have to fucking earn and teach yourself. So, I love as much talking about success and trying to coach people on what worked for me, because it's not like, oh man, I just have a high IQ and I was gifted, or I'm handsome, or I have nice, beautiful boobs that, help me. I don't have any special gifts. My special gift is I have to work really fucking hard and never give up. And the cool thing is everybody has that ability. So it's not really a superpower, unfortunately. I wish I had one, but I don't. it's literally just never giving up, which everybody can fucking do. So I love talking about that just in general, life, business, whatever. You know, you can make your life as amazing or as miserable as you would like it to be. I don't really believe in manifesting. I think that's a scam. But I believe manifesting with a lot of hard work and dedication gets you there. You have to have the goal in your mind. But just manifesting sitting on the couch with your hands, you know, down your pants is not going to work, unfortunately. I mean, otherwise, you know, we'd all be doing it. So, right. You know, but, you know, you have to manifest what you want to achieve. And, you know, I was, since I was 5 years old, I wanted to be successful. I didn't get any money or anything from my family. I had to self-create every dollar I've made. And I made it myself in my own businesses. I never worked for anybody, which is really weird. I never had a job. I always worked for myself. And, you know, that's a really strange human being, I guess, right? The more I talk to normal people. But, you know, that's, to me, if you want to chase success in life, I think that's the only shortcut. There is no other shortcut to success, you know, if we're chasing money here, let's say. But, you know, if you're chasing a happy life, it's the same thing. You can make your life fucking miserable if you want to be a miserable person. You can wake up and be happy and be, you know, blessed to wake up and look outside and see the sun. You know, man, I look at every day that way. I try to be very present in life. I try to always be in the moment. I try to be a good person as much as humanly possible. And I'm a pretty happy guy, man, with or without the weed. So, you know, it works.
I mean, it helps, though. Why not?
So,
yeah, why not?
So the $1 million question is, actually, it's a two-part question. First of all, boxers or briefs, Hunter?
Yes.
And where'd you put my stickers?
I didn't get any stickers. Talk to Matt.
Matt,
where the fuck are my stickers,
they're
Matt?
in the fucking box. I put three of them in there.
Matt probably has them upstairs.
God
so I
damn
believe,
it.
So, you know, one of the things I learned growing up when I'm selling things was, like, it's a lot easier to answer people's questions by
Roger.
showing them. So we can answer this question pretty simple. I mean, hey, if she's got her boobs out, I can take my penis out, but, I mean, we could. So what are these? Oh, these are dinosaurs. So I'm a boxer brief kind of guy. I got weird underwear, man, but that's what I do. Yeah!
Bananas.
I got the bananas too! So.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
I'm not going to
I
do
have
that.
weird underwear. I don't even pay attention to what underwear I put on in the morning, but I know it's always weird because I have all this weird underwear. It's actually a fucking great idea. It's this company called Shinesty, and my wife bought it for me as like this ongoing monthly underwear of the month thing.
That's the one.
And some of these Cigar of the Month guys should do that. Probably be more successful than their shitty cigars. But it's actually a great business idea, and they're fun, and I have all these weird things for years now. So I got, you know, a lot of weird underwear. But boxers, man, you know, I can't wear boxers anymore, like with jeans, you know, because you got to wear the skinny jeans to show off your ass for all these girls and all these perverts out there. So I got to do the boxer briefs, bro. I don't know. It's been a long time like this.
Hope some hot weather. Red, you got a question?
I've just been traumatized.
I'm sorry. I don't blame you. Like, I mean, I would be traumatized too if I was sitting where you are. So, but you know, hey,
I didn't
all her
expect that
fault.
one. I won't lie. Mm-hmm.
Hey, if I'm gonna win the award for 2023, I got to pull my pants down. You know, that's what God told me. He says, hey, if you're gonna win the award again, you got to pull your pants down. So there you go.
Like, you got to step it up, man. People love you. You got to step it up. Yeah.
I know.
Well, the community would be lost without you. You definitely fill a void in what you do, and we truly love having. We gave Hunter the craziest. I think we put craziest fucking guest award. We had a blast with him. At the same note, smart financial guy. He knows what he's doing, so that's why we're trying to talk about both things tonight, because he's killing it. I mean, have you seen a slowdown since COVID, or are you just still picking up because you're doing your own thing?
Yeah, so that's a good question, man. So, yeah, I mean, cigar sales are definitely slowed for everybody. They don't give a fuck who you are.
Yeah.
Now, I don't accept that, so I just work a lot harder. And, you know, if I was just sitting behind the counter reading a newspaper like the rest of these fucking assholes that call themselves a cigar retailer, you know, I would be sitting here crying every day and not be able to put gas in my Rolls Royce. But, you know, I don't partake in that. So I work a lot harder. I put things like street meat together. We drop our own shit. So, you know, yeah, we keep growing, man. And I think we're probably like one of the only fucking retailers that's still growing and taking market share away from these other subhuman retailers. But, you know, the reason is because they're fucking lazy, man. They're just fucking lazy. You guys want to grow your business and go to work. What the fuck am I? Don't be mad at me, you know?
Red Rocket was fantastic.
So so we keep growing, and we got more, I don't know, what's the terminology? Got more pots on the stove. So we're doing a lot of different things in the industry. You know, I've got my hands on a lot of different things quietly that I don't talk about. And you know, a lot of this stuff, which is super fucking humbling for me, is, you know, a lot of these people in the industry come to me and they give me these opportunities. And I'm like, Jesus Christ, man, like I'm not out there like you would think, you know, being a high pressure sales guy, I would be pounding on the door, but I'm actually not a high pressure sales guy. I'm actually a very good salesman. So I actually know how to get shit done. People come to me with their idea. And, you know, so I have a lot of stuff brought to me opportunity wise, simply because I think other people that are successful in the cigar industry see that I'm a guy that'll grind it out. And if I had a brand, I would want this fucking guy selling it, right? So that's the awesome thing about this industry, is that the good people have helped me so much by, you know, putting their hand out and giving me opportunities and giving me cigars first, getting them before the subhumans get them. The subhumans get mad, I understand, but, you know, be better at your fucking job and maybe you get some special treatment, bro, you know? So I'm not apologizing for success, and I never will. And the people that just want to sit back and hate and not try to beat, that's on you, bro. It ain't on me. So, you know, you can hate on me all you want, but the nice thing is you can't ever say anything bad about me, because I'm not a con man. I'm not here to 75 tobacco. I'm not trying to sell you a $25 fucking cigar. So, you know, that's why I'm kind of Teflon, right? Is that people can try to throw shit at me, but it's kind of hard to beat what I do, because it's authentic, it's real, it's value, it's great shit, and nobody else is doing it because they're just fucking lazy. So, you know, I'm not a humble guy, clearly, but I'm also not delusional. I only pat my back if I deserve it. And you know, one of the things that is weird about my personality is, you know, I've had a lot of accomplishments, not necessarily, you know, forget the cigar industry, but for 25 years in real estate development and construction. And I did lobbying for 15 years for the industry down in D.C. and state, and I've had all these special fancy dinners and raised money for all these fucking loser politicians. Oh. And, you know, I've accomplished a lot of things, and I never talk about them. I don't bathe in the glory of them. I don't fucking care. I accomplish, I move on. What's next? I'm not interested in sitting here trying to tell everybody my dick's made out of gold, you know? I'm just here to do my job and get shit done. And, you know, you're never going to get that from me, because I don't have that character flaw of having success and then thinking I'm better than everybody else. So a lot of guys suffer from that. People that do get success, sometimes it gets to their heads and they become real assholes. And I always say they didn't become an asshole. They didn't become assholes. They were always assholes. They just can express it now that they've had success, right? So
yes.
So anyway, that's a little inside my brain, you know?
Well, thank you. So we do people watching, we do an after show. Hopefully Hunter can join us for a few minutes on the after show. Awesome.
Of course.
If you guys are interested, hit me up, DR Holden 72, Fine Ash Red 77, correct? And then we got My Hermit Life. Hit any of them up for the link. Just be patient with us. We'll respond to your message and send you the Zoom link. You're more than welcome. Hop on with us. We hang out, smoke, drink your favorite beverage, and just talk whatever's going on. I won't lie. Sometimes politics is brought up, which is a no-no. Sometimes, well, Hunter will be there. Sometimes just crazy stuff gets brought up.
I'll take care of these guys. We won't let them get out of control.
Nice. All right. So I want to thank you. We'll close it here. We'll start our after show up about 9:15, guys. I'll get the Zoom going. I'll get it out to you. Hunter, one more time. Tell them what you're doing with that.
This is for your show, $33. These are 4 of our cigars. Street Meat, we do 5 different ones every month, but this is one of my favorites. Sold out. You can't get it unless you buy the sampler. You got our Red Rocket. You got the Cocaine, you got our Pink Pencil, You've got 4 different factories, 4 different cigars, 4 different blends, 4 different vitolas. This is what you should be smoking. And $33, I don't want to hear you cry you don't have any fucking money. So if you don't have the money, go knock an old lady over the head, take her purse. I don't give a shit. All right? We'll take watches too. Send us the watch. I'm sure it's $33. Okay?
Nice. Thanks, brother. We appreciate the show. That's a great buy. Thank you, everybody, for hopping on. Hope to catch you next Thursday. Yeah. Again, hit us up for the Zoom, and you're welcome to come on the after show. So
make sure you vote for the craziest guest again, 2023.
We're going to put it out for vote this year. We'll put it out for vote this year. So
that's a good idea.
If you guys missed it, Hunter and Herm got crazy. They got naked on here. So, all right, guys. Thank you. We'll see you next week.
All right.